Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about stop talking to women who treat you like this when you are dating them, okay? So you've got to distinguish and learn how to distinguish between the difference of women who do like you versus women that don't like you or are not that enthusiastic about you. What I want for you is to date women who are enthusiastic about you, that want to see you, that put in effort to see you. And to avoid women that are half in, half out, or just not interested. So let's go into the difference, okay? So what I want you to do then is to stop talking to these women I'm going to describe that are showing low interest in you or no interest in you. So let's go through the signs of lack of interest in women, okay? So one of the things that a woman will do if she's not that interested in you is she will flake on you. So if you've made plans with her, an hour or two before the date, or maybe the day before, she will flake on you and say, sorry, I can't make it, okay? Something along those lines, without offering an alternative. Because a woman that may still be interested in you is that she will offer an alternative. So life happens, things can get in the way. So if she flakes on you, but also says, sorry, so let's say, for example, she says, sorry, I can't make this Saturday, but I can see you next Saturday, or I can see you on Sunday, or I can see you Wednesday afternoon, or something like that. She gives you another time when she's available, okay? Whereas women that are not interested or have low interest will just flake on you and will not tell you when they are free. Because it may be that you might say to her, okay, well, let's just do it another time. And she's like, yeah, definitely. And then she doesn't say anything else after that, okay? So if you notice that a woman is doing that to you, stop talking to her, let her go, ghost her. Stop talking to her, okay? Because she's not interested, okay? Now, if maybe later on, let's say in a week or so, she does reach out to you and says, hey, just let you know I'm free this weekend, then that's great. Obviously, by you applying no contact and not talking to her anymore has heightened her attraction in you again, and she's now ready to see you again, and you did the right thing by not talking to her anymore, okay? So what do you say then when a woman flakes on you, okay? Because let's say she says, sorry, I can't see you this Saturday, and that's all she says, when you've arranged that date, just say, okay, no worries. Just something like that. You don't have to say anything else than that. Don't say, oh, maybe we'll see you another time, because that just shows desperation on your part, because you're trying to still make something happen with her, even though she's just completely ghosted you. And, you got to really think about this, okay? You got to really take this seriously. Like, let's say you arranged a date, like a few days before, you've been looking forward to it, you might have been telling your friends about it, you might be getting yourself really excited, then all of a sudden she just cancels on you and she doesn't even offer an alternative. You got to really think about it. You've been getting your hopes up and you've been really thinking about it, thinking about what you're going to wear, thinking about where you're going to take her, all these different things. And you may be like watching videos like mine, or reading my book, or reading other people's books on dating, and other coaches here online, and you've been really trying to prepare yourself and get yourself all, and she's just not been caring at all, basically. Because if she really did want to see you, then she would have kept the date, or she would have offered an alternative, okay? So there's something that you got to really take into consideration. So if she flakes on you, stop talking to her. Just stop talking to her, because it's not going to help, okay? And it may suck though, because she may be really beautiful. You may have really liked her. You could have really seen her potential of how great she would be as a wife or girlfriend or something like that. But you just got to let it go. If she's not showing the same enthusiasm for you as you are in her, you have to let it go. You just have to. It's tough. It's difficult. It's tiring, especially if this has happened a few times to you. I went through experiences like that. That happened to me a few times, things similar to that. It's tiring, okay? But it's just one of those things. You just have to let them go. You just have to accept it and be like, okay, she's just not that into me. I've got to let it go. It's hard, but it's one of those things that you just have to do, because nothing's going to change that. No amount of you still trying to contact her and trying to make dates with her is going to change that fact, okay? So you might as well just let it go now. So another sign of lack of interest is she ghosts you. So you send her a message and she doesn't reply to it. She never responds. Okay, it may take a few weeks for her to, maybe she'll respond in a few weeks or something like that, maybe. But if she doesn't respond, then, you got to let her go. You got to move on with your life and stop talking to her. If she ghosts you, don't send another message. So if you send her a message saying, hey, how are you? Or perhaps you make plans with her and you don't hear anything from her, don't fall into the temptation of, oh, maybe she just didn't get the message, so I'm just going to bump the message by sending, another message, or by just sending a letter in the chat. So it reminds her that she got a message. You shouldn't have to do that with women that like you, okay? A woman that likes you, you don't need to remind her to look at her phone to see if she's got a message from you. If she likes you, she's going to want to talk to you. And it's simple. If you look at it from your point of view, when you really like a woman, when you've got a message from her, you're like, oh, you're excited about it. You're thinking about it. You're like, okay, well, how long should I wait before I message her? And all these kinds of things. And maybe you just respond, straight away or something along those lines, but you're like, you're aware of it, and you're excited about the fact that she's messaging you and you're talking to each other and you're arranging dates and all these kinds of things. So if a woman isn't feeling that same level of enthusiasm, then she doesn't like you. Women are quite similar in that sense, that if they really like someone, then they're going to want to respond to their messages. They're going to pay attention to the fact that they got a message, and they're going to be excited to respond to it. They're going to be excited to talk to you. They're excited to see you. Okay, it's the same level of enthusiasm that you feel when you really like a woman. And if she isn't giving you that same energy back, it means she doesn't like you as much. So you have to let her go. So if she ghosts you, fuck her. Who cares? Let her go. And it sucks, again, if she's really beautiful, if you're really attracted to her. It's hard to let women go who you really, really like. But if they're not showing the same level of energy, there's nothing you can do. She's just not feeling it. And there's nothing you can do to make her feel it more, except the best possible card you can play is to do no contact. Okay, because with women that are attracted to you, distance makes the heart grow fonder. That's why you apply no contact with women that are showing low interest. Okay, but also with women that don't like you, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, but either way, that's still the best card for you to play, because even out of sight, out of mind, that's if that's how she is and how she feels about you, then there's nothing you can do. That she doesn't like you that much. Okay, she just doesn't like you very much, or at all. She might not like you at all. So you have to let her go. So just know and trust that silence will will reveal all to you. That's one of the things that I love about no contact. It tells you exactly how someone feels about you. Because if they like you and they're attracted to you, they'll come back. And if they don't, you'll just never hear from them. But either way, you have to move on. You have to do no contact and move on with your life. And time will reveal all to you. Okay? So another obvious one is if she friend zones you. Okay? So that's another sign of lack of interest in a woman. If she friend zones you, then there's no point you trying at all to try and win her affections over, because it's just going to be a huge waste of your time. Now, this is one of the things that I struggled with when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, when I would like women and I'd tell them how I would feel, and they would put me in friend zone, and I would just still continue being their friend, hoping that one day she would change her mind. And you know what? That wasted months and years of my life that I could have been spending on dating women who were interested in me. Okay, so do yourself a favor, okay, and save your time and energy and just focus on women who are enthusiastic about you. Yes, I know it hurts, it sucks to pull yourself away from a woman that you're deeply into, but if she's not showing the same level of enthusiasm, same level of affection and want and desire for you as you are for her, then you have to let her go. You just have to. You have to stop talking to women who treat you like that, okay? Who are just not interested. So, another sign of a lack of interest as well is perhaps she takes too long to reply. So let's say she takes weeks to reply, or maybe at least just over 70 plus hours. It's showing a lack of interest. Yeah, if she's still giving you the same level of energy, like that she's giving you positive energy and she's still like, yeah, I can't wait to see you, let's hang out, let's date, then maybe it's not too bad, but it's still lack of interest. Okay, it's still not a very strong interest, so you're gonna have to be very dubious, and your game is gonna have to be extra tight with those women who perhaps speak to you sparingly but still hang out with you, still want to go on dates with you, but it's obviously showing a bit of lack of interest, because a woman that's really, really into you will try and fit you in no matter what, and they will respond to you in good time. They'll at least respond to you within a 24-hour period, maximum within a 48-hour period. Anything longer than that, then she's kind of half in and half out. So if you want to learn how to make your game so tight that you're able to tip the scales with that woman and make her more attracted to you, as opposed to losing her and making her lose interest in you, then I recommend that you go and read my book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams, which you can go and read for free completely on my website. Just go to www.christineloveridge.com and then click on the menu and go to the book, and it will take you straight there to the book. You don't have to log into the website, you don't have to sign up. It's just there for you to read on the website. And this is a great way to coach yourself if you personally can't afford coaching with me and you can't afford to get in touch with me personally, which is absolutely fine and understandable in this day and age and in this economy. Okay, so that's what I recommend that you do to coach yourself. You may just need to read it a bunch of times in order to retain the information, and perhaps reread it and review it in tricky moments in your life where you feel unconfident with women, or perhaps it's before you go out on a date, or perhaps when you're just having a bit of low self-esteem, low confidence in yourself, and just to give you a bit of a boost. So just keep on coming back to it over and over again, and it will be a great guide throughout your life, especially as well when you're married too, or you're in a relationship, because there's also a section in there about how to keep the magic alive long term. Because one of the biggest complaints that I get from men about their lives with their girlfriends and their wives is that they're no longer interested in sex and things like that. But that goes into that, and how you can rectify that, basically. So another sign then, and this is the last point that I want to get into, and that is she only sees you a tiny bit. So what I mean by that is that she does hang out with you, but maybe it's like the dates are very far and few in between. So maybe she only sees you once every couple of months. And what you got to pay attention to is obviously the context around the situation, because it might be that you do long distance, and if you're doing long distance, then yeah, there's no other way to really do that than to see each other every 3 months. But if she lives quite close to you and she's got no excuse really to not see you often, and she seems to come up with loads of excuses, and then sometimes she does see you and stuff like that, again, it's showing a woman who's half in and half out. Okay, so if she only sees you a tiny bit, it could be that she's keeping you in her orbit because she wants to keep you as backup, basically. And what's happening here is she's actually more emotionally invested in another guy, whether it's her ex or whether it's a crush that she's got, or just some other guy that she's dating. But she's still keeping you around, but maybe keeping you at arm's length, because she still wants to keep the connection going with you, just in case everything goes sideways with the current guy that she's talking to. So obviously that's not a great position to be in, and it's one of those things where you need to stop talking to that woman. So the kind of woman that you do want to date, okay, the woman that you want to continue talking to, is a woman who is showing high levels of enthusiasm for you. So basically the woman who's reciprocating your kind of energy. So for her, so if you try and, when you arrange a date with a woman, you're thinking of the next earliest opportunity you can possibly see her, she's doing exactly the same thing. She's replying to your messages in good time. She's communicating with you well. She's showing up to dates when you go out with her. She's not flaking on you. She wants to see you. Things lead very quickly into like intimacy, and you just find yourself that you're spending all of your time together. Okay, that's the kind of woman that you need to be focusing on. Okay, a woman who you really, really are attracted to, and she's really attracted to you as well. Okay, and that's the kind of woman that I want you to find. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. and just pick whichever coaching option works best for you. Also on the website there is my new course, Dating Basics for Men. But like I said, it's not necessary for you to get coaching with me or to get that course, because like I said, you can just read everything that you need to know to coach yourself in the book that's free for you to read on the website. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.